Yeah, we do. That we definitely.
And it's like loaded with cool drink. It's like loaded with sodas and like snacks all the time. And
do you remember when we went to? I was just talking to Andrew.
There's like a 6 streaming setup.
Do you remember that we went to that taco place and somebody hid beer?
Yeah, I just thought of that the other day. other day.
We found it and we were like, we're taking.
We got taco. It was me, Colin, and Andrew. We got tacos like late at night. At like this is many years ago. Like in like maybe early college.
Yeah, college or damn near high school.
Like we were like home for break or something. And yeah, these like bros came in and we saw them hide like half a 30 rack in a bush outside. And they sat down, and then I think we
left.
I left shortly, and then I just we just walked by the bush, and I just grabbed it out, and then we just walked to our car. We just
ran into the car,
and then we.
I fell. I remember running and falling.
Oh yeah, you ate shit too. I remember that.
Well, I mean, I just fell more.
Not embarrass you. You literally did eat shit.
Like a final girl in a horror movie.
Yeah. No, but we got into the car. We didn't go to his house. We went to what I would consider a safe house.
Yes.
And we had our plundered loot.
Yeah, we had half a 30 rack. It was 10 beers in there.
Yeah,
that's fucking awesome.
And we hung out, and I think we were old enough to have done that, but young enough where we probably would have gotten in trouble for drinking. So we had a little hideaway, a little secret fortress.
I feel like we should talk at least a little bit about the rancor in the room,
Yeah, go piss.
Go piss, girl.
Oh, the memes.
Oh, the memes.
I have something to say about the phrase "the memes" when I get back.
Well, we could talk about things that we both like. Do you like? I don't know. What do you like? Are you big into pets, animals? I don't know. Memes? Memes? You like memes? Did you piss?
Yeah, I pissed.
You were gone for literally 8 seconds.
Yeah, I piss fast. I drink a lot. I piss fast, and then
you piss in my bathroom.
I watched House of a Thousand Corpses.
Fuck you, bro.
Rob
for
Zombie.
A second time.
I watched you watching that once or twice.
I much preferred it this time.
Really?
I've realized
I jerked off to the Devil's Rejects more than once.
Is that also Rob Zombie?
Yes.
It's a sequel.
And you know what I'm talking about.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
You own it though, don't you?
I do. I just never watched it. Because the first time I watched House of a Thousand Corpses, I wasn't into it. But what I realized, I was a fake horror fan then, and I'm still a fake horror fan now, but less so. But now I was able to recognize all the things in it that were this is like the Rogue One of horror fans.
Interesting. I have no idea what you're talking about.
So
I'm curious to hear more.
It's just.
I heard Rogue One and my ears picked up.
It's just so much fan service for horror fans. Where you look at the IMDb. So I went to the Wikipedia of the cast, and I scroll down the cast. I'm like, okay, this guy looks familiar. Where have I seen him? I click on him. Wikipedia says, this guy is a character actor who's been in hundreds of films, blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
is that the clown guy?
Then I go through the next, I recognize this person. This person is a character actor who's been... Every single fucking person in that film is a character actor. Or they were a character actor at the time, including Rainn Wilson. And also Sid Haig, who plays Captain Spaulding.
Yes, that guy.
He was in that movie, and that was his, renaissance as an actor. And it almost wasn't, because his renaissance almost came in the form of the role in Pulp Fiction that was then later given to Ving Rhames, because he didn't want the role because he was I don't think this is going to be a movie for me. I'm not going to be on it enough. I don't want to be bit cast or whatever.
Wow.
But Tarantino loved him as a character actor. So
he was going to make him Marcellus Wallace?
Yeah, it was going to be Marcellus Wallace.
Or oh my god.
So he ends up being who?
He ends up being a judge in Jackie Brown.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because Tarantino loved him. So, but then, one of the guys is one of the original actors from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. There's, a lot of references to, creature feature horror TV, public access hosts. like Svengoolie and Elvira and like those types of people. There's like a lot, just like references out the wazoo of like to classic horror films, like horror fan stuff. Like it feels very like fan servicey,
or like,
or
you know what vibe I've always gotten from them. I've always gotten the vibe of people who like, okay, you know, like the kinds of people that like say they love grindhouse movies, and they're probably also into like rockabilly and like punk rock and like PBR and like Mustache Nights and like Heckin' Bacon. You know, like they're like, I love slasher movies. You know, like that's the vibe I get from like Rob Zombie movies. It's like these are grindhouse movies. Like,
yeah, there's
like,
an element of like wanting to be.
Very few movies are grindhouse movies.
Like they like want to be more intense. They want to be like that intensity of like old grindhouse movies, but aren't. So there is that element to it. But like, it's also like there is a genuine love of horror involved. That's not like just like hipster.
Yeah, and Rob Zombie also a lot of his imagery around his music and shit is just like for the time and like because he is who he is, it's like it's kind of cool, but it's very corny. Like very much like I like horror movies.
I mean, from what little I can tell, and that's very little because as you know, if I find out a movie is a horror movie, I will sprint out of the room. He very much seems to own his style.
Yes.
Yeah.
He very much buys into it.
Yeah. Because I started the night I was gonna watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre like remake from 2003, and I was watching. I was like, this is so boring. It's just like there's no artistry behind it. You know, it's just like let's just make that movie again and like
people will see it because it's got Texas Chainsaw Massacre on it.
Yeah. And, like, let's just hire a bunch of hot people and, like, have them get killed by a chainsaw. Isn't that fun? And, like, House of a Thousand Corpses, while, you know, there's plenty you can, like, nitpick about it and complain about it or, like, say it's not for you. But at least it's, like, somebody's vision, you know? Mm-hmm. It is. So.
For sure. It's very much like a vision
He puts
movie.
His wife in assless jeans. And, like, literally puts the camera right behind her bare ass in these pants.
That's baller.
As she walks up to the Red Hot Pussy liquor store.
It's kind of cool.
Pretty sweet.
I wish there was a place called
I hate that song.
It's awesome.
That song is too much even for me. and I'm a fucking animal.
That song is playing in that scene. That's, like, where it's from.
Red Hot Pussy Liquor?
Pussy Liquor?
Pussy Liquor.
By Rob Zombie?
Yeah.
Pussy Liquor. Obviously, liquor is spelled like the...
Because they're at a liquor store called Red Hot Pussy Liquor.
Pussy Liquor.
That's awesome.
And it's a good scene, too. Which it's very fun.
But the song is annoying. Regardless of the fact that it's crass. Oh, you want to get fucked up? I want to get fucked up too. And one of those voices is a girl. I obviously did the boy voice for both, but...
and those are like...
I want to lick your pussy. I want my pussy licked.
Oh, I see.
And
so
it's
it's
like everything, all of that is in the movie.
So it's like a soundtrack song.
Yes.
I see. Still annoying. but
that's
I understand.
Awesome. I fucking still hate it.
I have a topic.
Please.
Topic idea. I just found this letterboxed list made by Coffee called Fake Movies.
Best coffee movies ever.
And it's the description. I've seen some of these movies, and I'm still not convinced they actually exist. These are fake movies designed to gaslight us into thinking they're real.
Okay.
The list includes Belfast, A Dog's Purpose, Darkest Hour.
A Dog's Purpose is a real movie because that's
all real movies.
These are all
okay.
The Imitation Game, Theory of Everything, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close.
Hold on. I've seen The Imitation Game, and I was really bored by it.
So,
but I still don't understand.
Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, War Horse, and The Fighter. And I want to say
these
that...
are movies that everybody else has seen. They
sound like they're fake movies.
They sound like they're fake movies. They sound like they're like created in a lab as to like these are the movies that should exist. You know, like War Horse, a man goes to war and there's a horse involved. You know, like I also the one explicitly I wanted to bring up. Since I brought up the topic, I also had an answer for it. Is The Ugly Truth, starring Katherine Heigl and Gerard Butler, and it's
No, that's the invention of lying.
There's a poster where she's holding like a heart, like a cartoon heart above her heart, and then Gerard Butler's holding the cartoon heart above his crotch.
Penis. Yeah.
And it's like, oh, he thinks all men are about sex, and she thinks like relationships are about love. How will they get along? And like he coaches her how to like have a relationship, but then he falls in love with her.
He teaches her how to.
I don't think that movie's real. I don't think it's real. So I'm wondering if
she goes over to his house for dick sucking lessons, and it turns out there's feelings involved.
I also feel like Hitch is a fake movie, but that's because there was a trailer on the Spider-Man DVD. So I saw it over and over and over and over.
Oh, that's funny.
Kevin Smith. You've got Kevin Smith and Will Smith. Really?
What?
They have the same Kevin Smith and Will Smith?
What about yes?
They're both in the movie.
No, that's Kevin James.
Kevin James.
Sorry, you can.
Kevin James and Kevin Smith look similar. They're both like just big fat, like monster people.
They're big fat,
big fat people.
Forget about that, but I mean, they both would be seen wearing jorts.
They're both. That's true.
There's that famous picture of Kevin
like eating ice cream.
Smith
eating an ice cream cone wearing jorts.
Wearing jorts. And Kevin James seems like he would. Probably in King of Queens he does. I watched an episode and what's his name? Patton Oswalt is so young in that.
Oh yeah.
And he's
I feel like that's a fake show.
Yeah. It does feel like a fake show. There's like a show that like these seem like there's like movies that would be like advertised in like Grand Theft Auto.
Like things you've like they don't there's nothing distinct about them. They feel like if you're watching a movie
it's like a pure example of a trope.
They needed to like have something in the background. It would be something in the background.
Yeah, movies that involve a submarine.
Oh yeah, okay.
I always think are fake. I
just don't believe it for 1 second.
I get Periscope Down. That's
fake. That's from.
That's a fake movie.
Periscope is.
That's funny that you say that.
Periscope is like a meal.
Periscope Down is starring the guy from Frasier who voices Sideshow Bob.
Niles Crane, who plays
his character in Frasier. Yes.
It's called Omegle Down.
Oh, he's an asshole. What's his name?
Kevin
James.
James. That's
Kevin James. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a funny movie. That doesn't exist. I've seen it many times before, but it doesn't exist. Periscope Down. Tomorrow War is a new one with Chris Pratt.
Tomorrow War is hilarious.
Tomorrow War is very funny.
I see these as movies that other people have seen that like I will never see. Like and the powers that be, like the secret government organization that controls my brain, knows I won't see them. So like they don't have to put too much thought in it. Like, oh, it stars Benedict Cumberbatch and my brain shuts off.
Yes, exactly. You know what it is? It's if you were in the Truman Show and they needed to make more ads for movies, but like for you to see, but they knew you would never see them. So, but then like you realized, so like one day you changed your mind, you went into the theater to go see it, and they're
There's
like,
no movie.
They're like, wait, don't you want to go see this? And you're like, no, I want to go see that. So you go in and
they'll make the tickets to see,
and they're like,
to see Star Wars, Boba Fett kills John Lennon, 50% off today, and also you get a free. Also, the girl of your dreams goes into that. Like, I love Star Wars. I hope Boba Fett kills John Lennon. And they're like, "Don't you want to see that?"
Like, no, I want to go see the Tomorrow War.
Yeah.
And then you go in and they're like, "There's a problem with the projector."
Right. Imitation Game is a good one where it's like everyone's like, oh, it's so good, Benedict Cumberbatch. And I'm like, Benedict Cumberbatch, goodbye. Not watching it then. It's about World War II and he's gay. I'm like, I don't care.
I care about way less now. I cared about it like 2% with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Quick question about the Imitation Game. Does someone imitate John Lennon and eventually lead to John Lennon's death?
No. By the hand of Boba Fett?
Yes.
Does Boba Fett imitate a waiter in order to get into an event to kill John Lennon?
John Lennon, you're wearing my armor. And he's like, what? We were just making music in the Beatles.
Making music back
all
then.
you need is love, man.
Is there nobody was making music back then, Boba Fett?
Have I told you what I think about the
sands of Tatooine?
Have I told you what I think the position of women is in society?
And what sort of slur I would use to describe them on an EP?
I think they're treated worse than a particular other group. There's a bad name
Here's
for
the
it
name
that I
I call
can't say. That's like a mix of Lennon and George Harrison.
Imagine there's no sand people.
I bet you like that one.
Imagine there's no heaven. Imagine there's no Beggar's Canyon either.
God, fuck John Lennon. I hate that dude.
Now you've got me.
And not even because of like his whatever, like he like beat Yoko or whatever.
Hold on,
like...
there was a year of all fake movies. You've got me paranoid now. 2017, I lived next to a movie theater, and there were all these movies that were
$100.com.
And I was like, these are, yes, it did say $100.com, which was very funny. But there were all these fake movies, and it was The Shape of Water, 3 Billboards. You're fucking lying. You're one of them.
I saw 3 Billboards and Shape of Water.
I won Best Picture at the Oscars and should not have.
Ebbing, Missouri, and Lady Bird. And all 3 of these, I'm like, this is a government conspiracy. I'm not seeing these movies.
Did you think that they were like you were like a targeted individual and
yes.
like cars with one headlight were like following you and like people wearing like black hoodies were like out to get you?
I actually felt like I was like this is an age of people who like. I felt like Taxi Driver. I felt like God's Little Lonely Man. Like people were seeing these movies like it almost to spite me, because they were all smarter than I was, and I of course went to middle school at an Exxon gas station. So.
Yeah.
There were a couple of Hercules movies that came out. I saw one of them, and there was another one starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and I think all
Hercules?
of them were fake. Yes.
This is news to me.
This is 2015, 2016.
Harrison Ford in Call of the Wild. That's another fake movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
With the CGI dog.
100%.
You know what movie I think is like I think is fake is like
The Force Awakens. That's another one.
Fucking remember what's it called? Chappie.
Chappie was really big on Twitter as
not Chappie, but Elysium. Elysium is fake. Tell me what that movie's about.
Or like
that's the same director that.
What's it called? Atlas Shrugged. Cloud Atlas.
Cloud Atlas.
Yeah, that's a fake movie right there.
Cloud Atlas is a fake movie. Chappie though was big on Twitter because I don't know why people I think just latched on to how stupid it sounded. Me whispering to my date when Chappie first appears on the screen. That's Chappie.
That's Neil Blomkamp, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's his real name? Come on. It's not Blomkamp.
Yeah, that dude had the.
I took Blomkamp earlier.
What was that? Red Letter Media did that joke where like you can literally take his movies from District 9 to the most recent movie, and each one goes down in Rotten Tomatoes score more and more and more until like it's like 10%.
Like a perfect ratio.
That's the that's the. I love like. Okay, I'm going to say I love when I really mean there's one other joke I'm thinking of, but I'm just going to say data jokes. Rotten Tomato data-driven jokes. And the Robert De Niro Rotten Tomatoes score, where all of his, for first half, all of his movies extremely high, second half extremely low.
Yeah. It's
you can
stark drop-off. Like,
to the exact point he stopped caring.
Dunkachino. Oh, that's Al Pacino. My bad.
Dunkachino.
Well, he did the same thing. He and De Niro both agreed to never make a good movie.
He was in Meet the Fockers and shit. Meet the Parents, and like he's just in his and it's like.
But then they both.
I'm an old man, and I see like a girl with big cans, and I but I can't get it up because I need Viagra.
I love the 30 Rock bit where Jack is like, you better do this for me, or I'll tell everyone that you're really from London. And he's like, but I'm so like related to 1960s New York.
That's funny.
Justified is a fake TV show.
Timothy Olyphant is in it. I might start watching it literally based on the fact that he was in Boba Fett. And that is how Disney Plus and Star Wars, I have no free will.
That's true. Yeah.
If you're listening to this,
The Bad Batch is a fake TV show.
The Bad Batch is a fake TV show.
We were not meant to watch The Bad Batch.
That's like you glitch past the map and like you see like the lands beyond, you know, like and it's just like grass.
You glitch under the map and you see like a box.
Yeah.
Just like out there, and you're like, what is that? You go over
it's
it.
A Bad Batch DVD. Yeah, The Bad Batch. The Bad Batch is a fake show that I watched. They're like, he shouldn't be this into Star Wars. We've ran all the simulations.
These guys are really fucking losers. Like, these guys are really dumb nerds.
Wait, there's no way he's actually gonna watch this. Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, this show sucks. I'll
watch it.
Can't wait for next week. But the next one would be better.
Oh boy, I can't wait for next
My
one.
next one will be better.
They call us the Bad Batch.
Double Indemnity. That's an old film noir film. Everybody always credits it as the pinnacle film noir. It's like it has everything. I've seen it, and I saw it actually at film camp in high school, and it's very embarrassing. But they were like, "This is a really important film." You know, it's like the things it did echo through till today, and literally at the end of the film, I'm sitting next to my roommate, and he's like, "Hey, dude, you fell asleep and you snored so loud." And everybody cracked up. And I was like,
I tell you.
I was like, what?
Why
He's
tell
like,
you
yeah,
that?
dude. You super. I didn't even know that I had fallen asleep.
And then you fell over in your chair with your ass up in the air, and everyone saw your like Spider-Man, like tiny whities.
People are putting carrots in your butt.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Can we... Okay, related to Double Indemnity, not your buffoonery. Can we talk about how old things aren't necessarily good? No, okay, I realize that sounds stupid, but everyone's like, "Oh, this is amazing because it set forth all these things." They just were early. They were the first to do a lot of things that a lot of people.
Oh yeah, I think about this. Okay, I've thought this before with bands, and there's good and there's important.
Yes, I studied.
No. Sorry, there's important and there's like popular. You know, like was a thing popular? Is a popular thing from the early '80s good, or was it just popular?
Well,
maybe
I studied ancient Greek, and I'm sorry for that, but I can't change who I am. And they're considered like the paragon of civilization and excellence and all this. It took them, I think the difference was like 100 years between the second actor and the third actor. And it's like you couldn't... I understand the difference between the first and the second, because the first is like a monologue performance with all, warts and all. And it took them a while to like, what if we changed the dimensions and like had someone like... To back up. But then you couldn't think of a third actor? Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, I think of that all... Okay, I studied music and like classical music. I know, I can't, I am who I am. I know, I am who I am. But, okay, for like the first 1,000 years of European history, it was just one melody that everyone sang together. And then they thought to be like, what if we did like two notes at the same time? Like, and they added like a fifth, an octave above it. And that was like, which is like the worst one. Like you could have picked any other note. Like it took them.
A lot of people say the seventh is.
It took them literally like 1,300 years to figure out like how to do.
That's like boom. Boom.
Second is the best.
Yeah, third is the one with the treasure chest.
Harry chest.
It took them literally like 1,300 years to come up with the concept of like a chord, which is more than one note played at the same time. It took them over 1,000 years to think of that, and like I'm like, okay. No, but like or like art too. Like art, it took them forever to figure out how to make things in 3D.
Yeah,
like with perspective. Everything was flat. I'm like, the world doesn't look flat. Like, how do you look out at the world and be like, oh, it looks just like this, and it is like looks like the most stupid, retarded shit you've ever seen. Like, and I'm like, nothing looks like that unless it did.
I just watched...
Maybe everyone just talked in unison back then.
I just watched Mad Max
only one at a
Road
time.
Warrior. Mad Max 2 Road Warrior.
I have thoughts on what you said earlier, and that you were just blindly quoting Red Letter Media. Nice soy face.
Shut the fuck up. And I was saying that I agree.
No, I'm
anyways, so I was watching Mad Max and I was like, this is so crazy. Because I'm watching this movie. And this movie inspired people in a young artist in Japan to make a manga called Fists of the North Star, which if you go look at it, he has like literally like a shoulder pad and is in like a post-apocalyptic world, and he fights people with like one of them has like a brightly colored mohawk, and like and like one of them has like the hockey mask, Fist of the North Star. It's awesome, and that was so cool. And like he had these muscle bound, whatever, and the design of that inspired the first part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is now like still echoing through its like influence, like in like fashion and storytelling all over the place, and it's like it's so crazy, like the lineage you can draw through this. Does that necessarily mean this is like
good?
Good?
Well,
No.
Mad Max
Yes.
Fury Road is good though.
You just said Fury Road.
Fair enough.
That's how much Fury Road replaces Road Warrior.
No, because Fury Road has a more like Road Warrior could happen next week if something horrible were to happen tonight. Fury Road is like more down the road, and I like that. I like that it bridges. It doesn't bridge, but I like that it's closer to like they have a literal like. Isn't it a school bus? It's been a little bit since I've seen it, but it's like Fury Road could conceivably take place on another planet. Road Warrior is very much like
This is
like
Earth.
Earth, what they had like a year ago.
Road Warrior felt like that. I felt like it only felt like that because of the like
Limitations,
the like budget constraints they had. Like they wanted it to be more apocalyptic than it.
but maybe that's a happy accident. Is that fair? No, I'm obviously looking for a loophole. But no, but I like that. Everything like it's post-apocalyptic and the
Post-apocalyptic.
Shut up. And the apocalypse could have been yesterday.
That's you. You're post-apocalyptic.
I don't even know what that means.
That means you just had.
I had an ellipses with cocks.
You just had a lot of cock.
That's a lot of cock!
Hold on. It's ringing. Who's bringing sound effects here?
Hello?
Yeah, is this the Epic department?
Yes, please hold.
Yeah, I'd like to... Oh, hold on.
Here at the Epic Department,
Jack.
you can come down here.
Jackie's calling again. Can you take this?
Epic Department.
Hi, is this the Epic department?
Yeah, what do you want?
I'd like to file a claim.
Alright, well, you should have done it on the website.
So I went to the website, but it told me that to call this number.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
Shut up.
I'm sorry. But it told me,
Jack's
told me to
giving
call
you a
this
hard time.
number.
Is he giving you a hard time?
Yeah, can
Can
we
you transfer him over to me?
sir, I'm gonna transfer you over to the
Okay.
to the heckin' awesome department.
Hi, is this the Epic department?
Yes, please hold.
Okay.
Hi, thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Hey, so is this the Epic department?
Yeah.
I was hoping I could file a claim.
Sure. What's the claim?
So, I recently got... Hold on, I'm getting another call.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yellow.
What's up?
Yo, what the fuck you been up to, man?
Oh man, nothing
so
chilling, just being
long.
heckin' epic, watching the game with the doggo.
Hey, did, what's his name get at you yesterday?
What? What's his name?
These nuts!
What?
Hey, sorry about that. So I was hoping
problem.
I could file a complaint.
What's up? Click.
That was good.
That was good.
Fun stuff.
That was really
bit
good.
there.
I have to pee again.
You guys
so-
who you guys pick? Who you guys picking for the Super Bowl?
I prefer to watch the superb owl.
That's what my dad
All
calls it.
right. Does he really?
Yeah, he says the superb owl. So that's,
I will say that he came up with
have you
it.
been spending time with him again? Did you guys go out to dinner again?
I like so many times you'll say something. I'll say an opinion, and you'll be like, "Yeah, my dad literally said the exact same thing." I think your dad and I are in love.
What? Why is my dad's contact in your phone? Any big news from the world of what are you into? Doctor Who?
Not, and there isn't, as far as I know. I've been reading a lot of Star Wars comics. There's just this big event that happened called the War of the Bounty Hunters, and let me tell you, there was no war, and it was not just bounty hunters.
Wow, nothing but lies and
barely
deception
bounty hunters.
out here. It's just a disappointing time to be a Star Wars
There
fan.
were 3 bounty hunters involved, straight up,
Was it Boba Fett, Bosk, and fucking Bo-Katan?
Close. It was Boba Fett, Dengar, and this other guy
Sucks.
who was like a cyborg.
Alright, cat's out of the bag.
What?
I was talking about how War of the Bounty Hunters is not a war and barely contains bounty hunters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cat's
Stupid.
Cat's out of the bag. What is the future of Star Wars, fellers?
You just saw it. I think we're gonna get some sort of mutation of. We're gonna have parts that are awesome in every show, and then we're gonna have Disney Plus bullshit.
Yeah, so I mean I just went. I'm very excited. The Razor Crest. I'm gonna get it very soon. The HasLab Razor Crest. And so I went and was rewatching episode 1 of Mando.
I
Jesus
too just
Christ.
rewatched it.
The major disparity in quality.
In terms of like budget
Just
or
quality.
story.
No, of restraint.
First,
in Mando season 1.
6 episodes of Boba Fett. First half of season 1 is just like in almost all season 1 actually.
All of season 1
is
almost
much
every
perfect.
single
Of Mandalorian, yeah.
Yes.
every
pretty much
single
perfect.
element of Mando season 1 pays off in a satisfying way, and 90% of it pays off in the first season,
You know what's funny?
and it tells a compelling story.
You know what doesn't pay off in the first season? It's
Cara
the Dave
Dune.
Filoni episode.
What's that? Which one is that? Oh, that's the one with.
It's the one on Tatooine. It doesn't pay off in that season.
You know what else doesn't? You
Is that
picked
the
your
Great
worst
Dragon
favorite. Now I would like you to reassess. What's your favorite episode?
No!
The Bill Burr episode does not pay off in the first season. It does pay off in the second, though. You know what never pays off?
You know what always pays off is Clancy Brown. He pays off every second he's on screen. So
That's true. I rewatched the Cara Dune episode as I rewatched the whole season.
Rest in peace.
Exactly, because she's clearly being set up as as we said, alt opinionated chick, much like the girl from the Lego Movie, Sabine Wren, lots of other stereotypes that you can think of.
Michelle Rodriguez in Avatar.
character actor Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah, very much so. She's like the tough but kind of.
Danny Trejo is a perfect character actor.
Yeah, perfect example.
Who is the girl in Aliens? The tough girl.
Oh, I don't know, but Michelle Rodriguez is trying to be
Yes.
her. And succeeding often.
Cara Dune, obviously, is set up to be a major character. Perhaps the,
Secondary protagonist.
Oh,
damn near, if not love interest.
fall of 2020 claimed many people.
And
claimed
she,
many victims.
she obviously has a slow build-up from being, this stereotype to an actual character. And now rewatching it, it's like, oh, she's never going to get past this. Because she says something like, so you're gonna, she fights Mando for literally no reason. I mean, they do explain it. She's like, oh, I figured you were from the Bounty Hunters Guild, and you were here to get me. And he's like, that's what I figured. And then they work together, but she says so many lines, she's like, you're not gonna stay here with this totally hot chick, bro. She's like the best friend tomboy.
Yeah, it's like we could do crime and also maybe we could you could put your penis in me every now and then.
Yeah, exactly.
I put my penis in you.
And every now and then,
you could top me, I could
I
top
have
you.
one.
I do everything. Yeah, I'm just I go with the flow. I just I fuck.
this is
I
a really.
suck,
I want a Cara Dune supercut because it's
Rebel drop.
Excuse me. I want a
Dude,
Cara Dune
yes.
supercut where she's because there's a part in season 2 where she's I will never, I'm not a rebel anymore. I'm done with you guys. And he's like, were you there? You're from Alderaan. You lost a lot of people. And she goes, I lost everybody. The literal next scene she's in, she's like, well, sorry, man, I'm a sheriff now. I work for the New Republic. Same
so
thing
funny.
she said she wasn't gonna do.
That's very funny. Yeah, there's a.
You know what I wish she had?
That
I wish
she never ever comes.
You know how
back.
she has the little rebellion tattoo? Is it on her cheek?
Yeah,
It's on
yeah,
her.
she's a teardrop.
It'd be
tattoo.
awesome if there was a
No,
scene.
she doesn't.
It'd
Does
be-
she really?
Of the rebel.
Yeah.
Senior, you're right here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It'd be
Yeah.
awesome if there was a scene where it was it was clear that she had it on her inner hip right here a
It would be awesome. It would be awesome if we got to see that and so much more.
Yes. Where were
We might
you?
in her new movie she's doing with Ben Shapiro.
We were never the
production.
Nothing was the
Boy,
same.
did she
after
fuck
J-
our podcast because we did nothing
Oh, yeah.
but sing her praises, and boy did she let us down.
Good.
And
Were
many
you
others.
there on January 6, 2021?
First of all, the Holocaust never happened.
Wait, what is that from?
of 30 Rock. Mel Gibson's island burns down. I'm referencing the same episode. It's both episodes of Robert Downey Jr. And they cut to his brother. And he's like, I just want to say the Holocaust never happened.
G'day. First off, the Holocaust never happened.
It's his brother.
That's funny. The hell?
30 Rock's
They're so good.
Oh, man.
I watched most of season 3 recently and season 4.
It's gotten to the point where I no longer enjoy 30 Rock because it's like hearing the refrigerator hum. I've seen it so
Arrested
many times.
Development, 30 Rock, Futurama, and
I've only seen that.
Wait. You know they're bringing back Futurama?
What?
For 20 episodes.
What?